Boys, girls, women, men, we all watch movies, 70s, 80s, and 90s. This is your channel for it, Retro Movie Palace. My name is Gert, and today we tackle Predator 2. Influential movie, 10 facts you may or may not know about Predator 2.
Predator 2, the sequel to the 1987 classic, introduced fans to a deadly new chapter in the Predator saga. With a large ensemble cast led by Danny Glover and Bill Paxton, the film expanded the universe of the iconic alien hunter. Despite Arnold Schwarzenegger's absence, Kevin Peter Hall's portrayal of the Predator received well-deserved recognition. Even Elpidia Carrillo, who played Anna in the original, made a cameo. However, much of her footage ended up on the cutting room floor. Director Stephen Hopkins originally envisioned a grittier version of the film, including a graphic demise for Gary Busey's character, Keyes. Stick around till the end to reveal a scary detail about the film's most intense scenes. Number 1. Kevin Peter Hall's prominent position. In Predator 2, Kevin Peter Hall, who portrayed the iconic Predator in the original film, finally receives the recognition he deserves. While in the original 1987 Predator, Hall's name was buried at the bottom of the cast list, Predator 2 rectifies this by placing his name second, just after the lead actor Danny Glover. This adjustment ensures that Hall's contribution to the franchise is appropriately acknowledged, aligning his credit with that of other prominent stars in the film. Predator 2 boasts the largest ensemble cast among all the films in the Alien, Predator, and Alien vs. Predator franchises, totaling an impressive 55 cast members. Notable among these is Bill Paxton, known for his role in Aliens, who brings his signature comedic touch to the character Jerry Lambert, reminiscent of his memorable role as Hudson in Aliens. Number 2. The search for Lieutenant Mike Harrigan. When it came to finding the right actor to play the lead role of LAPD's Lieutenant Mike Harrigan in Predator 2, the filmmakers initially turned to Patrick Swayze. Fresh off his collaboration with producer Joel Silver on the action-packed Roadhouse, Swayze seemed like a fitting choice. However, due to an injury sustained during the physically demanding shoot of Roadhouse, he wasn't prepared to take on another action-heavy role at the time. The filmmakers then turned to martial arts star Steven Seagal, whose debut film Above the Law had gained popularity, particularly in home video sales. However, Seagal had specific suggestions for the character, including making him a martial arts expert, which didn't align with the filmmakers' vision. Consequently, they decided against casting Seagal and ultimately chose Danny Glover from the Lethal Weapon series to portray Lieutenant Mike Harrigan. Number 3. The comic book inspiration. The comic book series, Predator Concrete Jungle, originally titled Predator the Heat upon its release in 1989, shares striking similarities with the plot of Predator 2. Set in a near-future American city rife with gang violence, the comic follows a police officer as its lead character. Comic writer Mark Verheiden met with producer Joel Silver and screenwriters John and Jim Thomas, permitting them to use the core premise of the comic for the film. Although the narrative of the comic takes a different path from the movie, the foundational setup aligns closely. Number 4. Arnold Schwarzenegger's absence from Predator 2. Originally, Predator 2 was envisioned as a reunion between Danny Glover's Lieutenant Harrigan and Arnold Schwarzenegger's Dutch, the protagonist of the first Predator film. However, Schwarzenegger declined the opportunity to reprise his role, reportedly due to disagreements over his salary demands and his general reluctance to star in sequels at the time. With Schwarzenegger out of the picture, the script underwent revisions, and Dutch's character arc was adapted into that of Special Agent Keyes, portrayed by Gary Busey. This alteration reshaped the narrative of Predator 2, shifting the focus away from the Dutch and towards new characters like Harrigan and Keyes. Number 5. Robert Rodriguez's unfinished Predator 3 script. Despite the lukewarm reception of Predator 2, 20th Century Fox didn't give up on the franchise. In 1994, they enlisted the talents of Robert Rodriguez, a promising young filmmaker known for his breakout film El Mariachi. Rodriguez was tasked with crafting a script for what would have been Predator 3. At the time, he was also gearing up for his first major studio project, Desperado. However, Rodriguez's vision for Predator 3 turned out to be too ambitious and costly for the studio. As a result, the project was put on hold indefinitely. It wasn't until 15 years later that Fox revisited Rodriguez's script, recognizing its potential. This marked the beginning of the 2010 sequel Predators, with Rodriguez serving as a producer and co-writer alongside director Nimrod Antal. Number 6. Gary Busey's iconic line. In Predator 2, Gary Busey's line,
"Guess who's back?"
carries a dual significance. It could be seen as a playful nod to Arnold Schwarzenegger's famous "I'll be back" line from The Terminator, or it might hold deeper personal meaning for Busey, marking his return to the screen after a near-fatal motorcycle accident. This accident was so severe that Busey was legally dead for a brief period before being resuscitated. His brush with death left him with a wealth of profound experiences, which he often shared with fellow actors on set. These stories and his near-death experience provided Busey with a unique perspective and emotional depth to draw upon for his role as Keyes in Predator 2. Number 7. From script to screen. When it comes to Predator 2, it's hard to argue for its script to win any major awards. However, what many might not know is that it was crafted by the same screenwriters behind the original Predator film. Brothers Jim and John Thomas, the minds behind the iconic first installment, were the go-to choice for the producers when 20th Century Fox greenlit a sequel. In a 1990 interview with Starlog, Jim Thomas revealed that they had several sequel ideas ready to pitch to the studio. Among them was a concept he had long fantasized about placing the Predator creature in an urban jungle. This particular idea resonated with Fox executives, and they gave the green light for the Thomas brothers to proceed. Number 8. From New York to Los Angeles. In the initial draft of the Predator 2 screenplay by Jim and John Thomas, the story was set in New York City instead of Los Angeles. The original plan was for the Predator to stalk its prey in the iconic Central Park. However, due to budget constraints and the winter season making filming difficult, the location was changed. Director Stephen Hopkins later explained that shifting the setting to downtown Los Angeles proved to be a more practical and intriguing choice. Number 9. Elpidia Carrillo's cameo in Predator 2. In Predator 2, while Arnold Schwarzenegger declined to reprise his role, Kevin Peter Hall, the original Predator actor, takes a prominent role. However, keen-eyed viewers might catch another familiar face from the first film. Elpidia Carrillo, who portrayed Anna, the sole female character in Predator, makes a fleeting appearance in Predator 2. She appears in archive footage shown by Keyes to Harrigan. Number 10. The lost gruesome cut of Predator. Stephen Hopkins, the director of Predator 2, originally crafted a more intense and graphic version of the film, which is now considered lost. One of the scenes that was toned down for the final release involved the demise of Gary Busey's character, Keyes. In the released version, Keyes is hit by the Predator's flying disc, and we see his legs fall to the ground, but the impact is somewhat obscured. In the original, more graphic cut, the sequence depicted Keyes' fate in a clearer and gorier manner. The disc pinned his upper body to a nearby wall, with his guts spilling out. So that's all for today's video. If you like it, click the like and bell buttons. We'll have another video for you soon. Take care until then.